Hey, good morning. It's Brian up here in Kingfield, Maine. It's Tuesday, June something, 26th. I'm on vacation, so I don't pay attention to the dates as much. I wanted to show this thing off. I just got this last week at the advice of a buddy of mine. You know who you are, Jeff. And this is called a Furch, not to be confused with a Furch. I looked it up, and it sounds like Furch is how they pronounce it in the Czech Republic. Furch is a guitar maker from the Czech Republic that was started by a guy named František Furch. I think I'm spelling that right. Back in the 70s, under the Soviet regime, he was a metal worker because the Soviet Union said, you will be a metal worker, and that's all you will do. But he was also a guitar player. And there was a real lack of quality instruments over there, and he wanted to make guitars. And back in those days, I guess the big hype was round backs like Ovation. So he started out making some round back, composite backed, plastic back, whatever they are, Ovation style. And then he started branching into wood guitars. And the story goes that he would have to take them out in the woods to play them so that he could figure out what sounded good, bracing and wood styles and thicknesses and all that. Because I think he was pretty much self-taught. I don't know if there was University of YouTube like I've had. But he had to go out in the woods to play because otherwise his neighbors would rat him out to the KGB that he was doing something subversive, playing Western, rock and roll music. Anyway, we all know the history. Soviet Union, the wall fell, Soviet Union dropped, and he started a company. And he's got a really cool factory. I urge you to, if you're interested, jump online, go to YouTube, and just look up Furch Factory Tour. It's in like an old, beautiful, like 1600s era Czech mill of some kind, beautiful stonework building and all that. And they put out a lot of guitars, and they have not really caught on as much here in the U.S. So what you end up getting is some amazing appointments at a fraction of the cost of, what a Collings or a Santa Cruz or a Bourgeois would cost. This is the G model for Grand Auditorium. So it's a very similar size and shape to a Taylor 814 or something, or maybe a Martin GP. It's slightly bigger and deeper than a Triple O or an OM. And this is the G-Celtic. This was a custom shop model, and it is just spectacular. This has Western red cedar for the top, and it's a AAA grade, master grade Western red cedar. It's got ebony for the bridge. It's got ebony for the fretboard. It's got ebony on the front and the back of the headstock. So it comes to that beautiful stinger point. Solid one-piece neck, koa binding all the way around. And wait for it, drum roll please. This back is African Blackwood, and it is just so dark, but the grain patterns in it, it's hard to see because it's so reflective too. It just looks like the most incredible, Brazilian rosewood, and they really don't even use it much anymore. I don't know if it's a sights thing. There's a good shot of the grain. But even Furch isn't making them with these anymore. This is a 2015 model. You used to be able to get it at a very high price for a custom shop, but they're not even listing them anymore. And it's just incredible. African Blackwood is a Dalbergia species, so it is part of the rosewood family. And that, combined with the cedar top, just makes this thing ring forever. Very comfortable 1 3/4 nut and a good wide string spacing. Trying to talk and play at the same time, I can't do either. just rings. And let me tell you what, it really just wants to play open tunings and things as well. Stay tuned, I got a tune and come right back. Pretty amazing. And electronics on board, before I turn it off. Electronics are just unreal. It has an LR Bags hi-fi system in it, which is the saddle transducer. It's kind of like a K&K Pure Mini. Stay tuned. Anyway, she's pretty bright. not for sale. Not yet. This one might become an heirloom. Furch G-Celtic. Those inlays, isn't that cool? And then this one just blows my mind. Just the iridescence of it. But hey, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks, Jeff.